Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Suncrete Inc. RMIX just announced a dual listing on a new exchange, and this move signals an interesting strategy for growth. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company is expanding its reach by listing on Nasdaq Texas, which could open up new investment opportunities. Alright, let's dive into what Suncrete Inc. has just filed. This is a current report, a Form 8, which companies use to announce major events that shareholders should know about. The earliest event reported here is May 26, 2026. Suncrete Inc. is the company we are looking at. They are incorporated in Delaware, and their stock is listed under the ticker RMIX on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. Interestingly, they are classified as an emerging growth company. This means they can take advantage of certain regulatory flexibilities, which can be good for smaller, growing businesses. The main news here is under item 7.01, which is about Regulation FD disclosure. This means they are making information available to everyone at the same time. And what they announced is pretty significant. On May 26, 2026, Suncrete Inc., or the company, put out a press release. The big news is the dual listing of their Class A common stock on Nasdaq Texas. Think of it like having your stock available in two different marketplaces. They will keep their main listing on the Nasdaq Global Market, but starting on May 27, 2026, they will also trade on Nasdaq Texas. And get this, they'll use the same ticker symbol RMIX. This move is not just about adding another place to trade. Nasdaq Texas is a new exchange, and companies listing there might be looking for more specialized trading environments, or to connect with a different set of investors. For a basic materials company like Suncrete, which is in the building materials sector, this could mean increased visibility and potentially more trading volume. Now, why would a company do this? It could be a strategic move to attract investors who focus on specific regions or markets. Nasdaq Texas might offer a different kind of trading dynamic compared to the main Nasdaq market. Sometimes, companies do this to become more accessible to a broader range of investors, perhaps those who are more actively trading or who are interested in a specific segment of the market that Nasdaq Texas aims to serve. For investors, this means you'll have another avenue to buy or sell RMIX stock. It is important to understand that while the ticker symbol remains the same, the trading activity and liquidity on Nasdaq Texas might differ from the main Nasdaq market. Companies often do this to boost their stock's profile and potentially make it easier for investors to trade. Under item 9.01, we see the exhibits. The most important one being exhibit 99.1, which is the press release we've been discussing. This is where all the official details of the announcement are kept. While this filing doesn't contain detailed financial statements themselves, the fact that Suncrete Inc. is making this strategic move to list on a new exchange is what we are focusing on today. The context we have from the research shows Suncrete Inc. is a basic materials company with a market cap of around $1.7 billion and a P/E ratio of 46.9. This indicates a company that is valued relatively highly by the market, suggesting investors have optimistic expectations for its future earnings. The recent headlines confirm this announcement. Texas construction play Suncrete joins new Nasdaq Texas exchange, and Suncrete to dual list RMIX on Nasdaq Texas. Trading to start May 27, 2026. This clearly shows the market is picking up on this dual listing news. So, what is the story here? Suncrete is proactively seeking ways to enhance its market presence, especially with the launch of a new exchange to trade on. This dual listing is a signal that the company is looking for new avenues of growth and investor engagement. It's a strategy that could lead to greater liquidity and potentially a broader investor base excited about the building materials sector. Now, looking at this from a broader perspective, companies often use dual listings or expand to new markets when they feel they have reached a certain level of maturity on their primary exchange and are looking for the next stage of growth. For Suncrete, this seems to be about expanding their footprint and making their stock more accessible. The risk I am watching is how this new listing will impact the stock's volatility and liquidity. Will it truly bring in new investors, or will it fragment the existing trading volume? Another consideration is the performance of Nasdaq Texas itself. As it is a new exchange, if the exchange struggles, it could indirectly affect Suncrete. However, what I am actually looking for is how this dual listing translates into increased investor interest, and ultimately, a positive impact on the company's valuation and growth trajectory. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.